Hello guys, in this video I will focus on creating music for animation. Animation is from the Indie Film Music Contest Winter 2023. You will find a link to the contest in the description. In the first place I managed the tempo. Fortunately, the whole video combined with tempo 121 BPM. I got down to it like to any other piece of music. I watched the whole thing and tried to adapt the music to the action by experimenting. The first scene is lazy and calm, so I arranged a calm melody with English horns because in my opinion this instrument conveyed the atmosphere the most. The dragon and the castle associated me the Middle Ages, so I added mandolin, dulcimer, harp and bells. Libraries which I used are Contact Factory Library and Free BBC Symphony Orchestra. These instruments play at different pitches and at different times so that they complement each other and are not constantly sounding the same melody. I used the same principle when making layers for the lazy melody. I added to the English horns flute, solo strings and violin. The violin plays a little bit different and drops down in pitch. At the very beginning, even before the English horn, I made bass line that did not fit in the first scene, but in hunger scene it suited perfectly. All I had to do was copy the pattern to the individual channels with the instruments I had used earlier and a drum roll, timpani and crash to give everything a slight tension. The new instruments here are marimba and brass. Brass adds sharpness, marimba sounds cool in the lows and fits to the moment of searching with binoculars for the restaurant. Next up is the hourglass. This part is short and scary, so here I used a double bass ensemble tremolo playing on D minor chord, violin playing the same chord in tremolo and timpani one hit. Let's move on to the core part of the video, which is skateboarding. I completely changed the musical style to a more electronic one, and this managed to add more dynamics to the scenes. I copied the pattern from the hunger moment to the guitar channel and started cooking the beat. I extended the notes slightly, added open hat on the offbeat, kick, sub bass and other layers. In order to keep the film atmosphere, in some moments play dulcimer and mandolin, but the most important job here is done by the guitar. At the end of this part, when Marv flies on a huge ball, is a build up to solve the whole thing with a jump on the castle. The dragon realized that the supplier made it in time, so he tried to escape, but tripped over the binoculars. A funny perverse atmosphere is given to this moment by clarinet, marimba and violas playing pizzato. Remember that all these instruments have been used before, as well as the rhythm. Between this and the next instrumental section, I left room for sounds and vocal, because this moment is very culminating. Approaching to the end slowly, just as Marv did to Dragon, I used instruments playing a semitone down from the A to E note, such as violas, good old English horns, bass and timpani, all compiled with steps. A moment of consternation is created by marimba and percussions, and Marv anger is played by the same guitar as before, but on a dissonant chord. The dragon in pain and accompanied by heavy sounding percussion and dissonant instruments such as flute, violin, bass, oboe, trumpets. He wants to pay for the pizza. Fortunately for the dragon, Marv seems to be having a good day and gives him the pizza without paying. The dragon is initially shocked and then looks at the Marv while melody plays by reverberating dulcimer, harp and choir that beautifully convey peace and harmony and the setting sun. Additional elements include a crash transition when Marv reveals his bald head and the usual crash. And that's basically the end of the whole story of Dragon and Marv. Let me know if you like it. I can't wait for the summer 2024 edition. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Stay tuned and cheers!